beautiful soul, I'm Becca and I'm so happy you're here. Today we're going to be talking about some of the lessons I've learned as more of a sensitive human being living in this world. The first time someone told me I was too sensitive, I think I was maybe 5 or 6 years old, and I remember feeling like it was the biggest insult. And every time someone would say, "Why are you being so sensitive?" after that, I really took it to mean that I had to change, that somehow I was too sensitive for this world. And it's taken me years to really own that part of who I am and own the fact that, yeah, I am a sensitive person. I do feel things on a really deep level, and that's actually a superpower. It's honestly a gift. And the people who I admire most in the world happen to have those same qualities where they can empathize with people and they understand human beings, and not only do they feel pain really easily, they also feel joy and amazing, wonderful, happy emotions. And part of the inspiration for me making this video is to remind you, if you also consider yourself a sensitive, special soul, that you are not only normal, you're amazing. Up until a few years ago, before even getting out of bed, I would turn on my phone, scroll through social media, turn on the news, and before I was even awake, I would be so tuned into everything going on in the outside world that I would already feel stressed and anxious. And now what I've started doing is taking 1 minute, give me 30 seconds, just to tune into myself first, to listen to my breath, feel my heartbeat, and take a few moments to just center myself before the chaos of the day. And that in itself has helped me protect my energy, protect myself from other people's moods, what's going on in the world, and anything that may come up throughout the day. If you know that you're going to be around people who tend to drain your energy, not only is it okay to set boundaries, it's actually necessary. It's the kind thing to do. Because think about it. If you continuously say yes to people who aren't treating you well or whose energies are just too much for you right now, you're going to end up resenting them eventually, and that's not really the kind thing to do. So while yes, it's important to be loving and compassionate and understanding to others, you're also a person. So if someone's stepping all over you, whether intentionally or not intentionally, it's important to take care of yourself first. And sometimes when you're a sensitive soul, it's easy to want to fix all the world's problems and feel like there's too much going on to actually relax and to have fun. But what I've learned is that I'm most of service, not only to myself, but to the world, when I'm coming from a place of joy. When I'm in my fear-based mode, I'm not being helpful. Remember that worrying does not solve anything. It might seem like it does. It might seem like we're doing something productive, but ultimately it's just draining our energy. I remember I used to worry so much about not only myself, but about everyone in my family and then everyone in the world, that it almost felt like that's how I loved them. It felt like if I didn't worry about people, then I didn't love them. And what I found is that that's far from the truth. That loving someone means that I show up for them, but it doesn't mean that I abandon myself and stress myself out in order to love them. Someone once told me that one of the best signs of mental health is being able to laugh at yourself and to not take yourself and life so seriously. And to this day, that's one of the best pieces of advice that I've gotten. Creativity is also amazing for sensitive souls. There's a reason why so many of the great artists and amazing people in this world who have created the most change have been more sensitive, and it's because we have so much inside of us that is just looking for an outlet to be released. So whether that's through writing, singing, art, whatever that may be for you, I think finding a way to express yourself is one of the most healing things for a sensitive soul. If you're anything like me, it can sometimes feel like you have so much inside and so many emotions that you need to schedule time to feel. I know that might sound silly, but there are times when I just designate either days, if I have the luxury of doing so, or just minutes to just feel my feelings and not resist them, because it's easy to feel like, no, we just need to be productive and like move on and feel better already. But if you're feeling a certain way, let yourself feel it. And lastly, just remember that your sensitivity is a gift. It's amazing. It's going to benefit you in more ways than you could imagine. I know that's been the case for me. As I've learned to honor this part of myself and embrace it, it's only been the gift that keeps on giving. So just know that from over here, I am sending you so much love and gratitude for your presence here on this planet. I love you, I see you, and we're all in this together.